Alright guys, today's look is just this simple blue eyeliner look. Very simple to get back into this YouTube game. So I'm starting off using a brow gel, or it's actually a hair gel, but it works really well as a brow gel just because the hold is really good. So basically I just put that into my eyebrow hairs and brush it all up, and you'll see that the ends I just brushed down. So next I'm using this translucent powder just to set the eyebrow hairs, just to remove some of that sticky residue. And then using this e.l.f. facial oil just to hydrate my face a little bit, and also I'll be applying a primer from e.l.f. as well. Also applying a NARS primer to my eyes and just setting that with a translucent powder again. So now I'm just carving out my brows with a little bit of concealer just because it's a little bit messy and I kind of want a cleaner look. And blending that out with a beauty sponge. And now I'm just adding a little bit of color back to my crease using a bronzer. And this is where I realized that I have misplaced my silver liner palette, so I am kind of improvising here. Instead of doing a blue line, I'm just going to apply a bit of concealer first and then add a little bit of the blue color onto that, just so I could have something to stick on. So I'm just using a medium blue color from my Juvia's Place palettes, and then I wanted it to be a little bit lighter, so I added a lighter blue. And sort of defining the ends a little bit. You can use a smaller brush to make it a lot easier to do that. So now with a darker blue color, I am going to apply that to the outer side of the eyeliner. I don't really want to bring that too far in, just keeping it on the outside. Now with sort of a purple highlight shade, sort of iridescent as well, just putting that in the inner corner of my eye. Now I just want to clean up that blue liner, so I'm just applying a bit of concealer along the bottom just to clean it up and blending it out with my fingers. So concealers on the parts that I want highlighted, and then using a foundation, realizing that I haven't used this in a little bit, so my skin's kind of going a bit of a different shade, but it's fine. Just buffing that into the skin. And also using a beauty blender just for more coverage. Now starting to blend in the concealers that I've set on my face. They've been sitting on my face for about a minute. And then using a brush just to buff it out. So here I'm just applying a little bit of that translucent powder on the parts where I had the concealer, and now just a face powder on the parts where I didn't have the concealer. So now I'm applying my Fenty Beauty bronzer just all over my forehead, the corners of my forehead, sorry, and then just above my cheekbones and also along the bridge of my nose with a smaller brush. So now I'm just using a beauty blender and just getting a little bit more of that translucent powder just because I want a bit more brightness underneath my eye, and just applying the tiniest amount in that area. While that's sitting, I'm just applying a bit of blush from my Juvia's Place palette. And now using my face powder brush, I am just going to lightly tap away and press out the translucent powder that I put in my highlighted areas. So with a bit of setting spray and then a little bit of highlight straight after it. Then I just paired it with a really nude lip, and that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys.